we're all important.
Yeah.
And I think if you don't have one side or the other, you're missing something that's
Right.
needed.
Right.
I agree.
Right. And I think, if you have a young man that's growing up and his father's not involved, again, the experiences that you get from being around your teammates who fathers may be involved,
Hmm.
or your coach, okay, who is a strong father figure who will give you some discipline,
Yeah.
hold you accountable, you know what I'm saying, pick you up when you're down, cheer for you when things are doing well.
Hmm.
No, as me, and when our fathers do that for us, that's so empowering.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying? So, if there's a young man who is not growing up around his father, he get those things from, not only his coach, but also his teammates.
Yeah.
Because I remember Storms, when we worked together at Washington, man, you told me about how tight you and your track team was, man. I remember that big time because my high school team, I mean, I was blessed to be on a good junior high team.
Yeah.
That's what we call them in Tennessee, where I'm from, a good junior high team.
Well, that was we were back in the day too.
Yeah.
Now this middle school thing, that was
Yeah.
after my time.
Right,
I'm not
right.
that much younger.
Right. And I played on I had some amazing teammates on my high school team, and
Yeah.
then on into college, had some amazing teammates. You know what I
Mhm.
mean? So, I remember you talking about how tight you guys were and how you guys held each other accountable.
Definitely.
Even before, just the phrase of, throwing around of people saying hold people accountable.
For sure.
You guys, you talked about that.
Oh yeah.
And I can remember going, wow, that's the same kind of bond I had with my teammates growing
Mhm.
up. And when you got that bond with one another, it just helps out in so many other areas.
I
I mean,
agree.
it helps you out in the classroom.
Mhm.
It helps you out, being more patient, with your friends. Just being a better person socially. It
Yeah.
helps out because all of those good attributes that you use to be a good teammate also are things that you can use in life, and those things can rub off on an individual that doesn't necessarily have that at home, or it doesn't get that in his neighborhood where he comes from.
I agree. I agree. And I think at the end of the day, the other person's gained just as much as you are from that relationship. I think we're like iron sharpening each other.
Correct.
They're pulling good qualities they saw in me, like I'm pulling good qualities that I saw from them, and we're all winning because of it. You know what I'm
Correct.
saying? It just makes the team that much tighter. And those lessons I learned back there on the track with those guys, I still use to this day.
Yeah.
And I mean, this is over 20 something years later,
Yeah.
still to this day.
Yeah.
I still remember some of the hardest practice we've been through. And I'm like, because I got through that practice,
Mm-hmm.
I can do anything.
Yeah.
I can do anything.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And it tested you in a way you didn't think you could do it.
Right.
And then when you overcome it, it's like, oh, I got more in me than you thought I had.
Exactly. And one of the things, and I'd be willing to say you would agree with me on this, even though we haven't talked about this. What I learned, playing on those teams that, we all got along and we really support each other. Man, I was really happy to see my teammates succeed.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, genuinely happy, and they were happy to see me succeed. And when you got that, man, that is so powerful. When you have that in its purest form
Mhm.
and it's genuine,
Yeah.
that is so powerful. And
No
those
hating or
and
nothing like that.
absolutely.
I
And
want
those,
you to win just as much as you want me to win.
exactly. And those things you take with you on into life.
Mhm.
And though I may not be around those certain individuals that I played with back then, but you know what? This next team I'm on,
Yeah.
that's the light that's gonna shine for me again.
I like that.
Okay. So my light is shining. You picking up some of that light. You know what? Oh man, I'm getting some of that light from Mitch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna be the same way. That's how we affect each other positively. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
So yeah.
I like that, man. And I think again, the lessons I learned being part of those teams,
Mhm.
I'll never forget.
Right.
I'll never forget.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I have this rock. Just to be transparent, our coach gave us a rock
Mhm.
on our 4x4 team. There was a word that was inscribed into each rock,
Mm-hmm.
and the word in my rock was believe.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "I know you, and if you put your mind to something and believe in it,
Mm-hmm.
you can do anything."
Gotcha.
To this day, that rock sits on my desk, and I look at it every day at work.
Right.
Tremendous.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna give you a little bit of when I played at Tennessee Martin, our athletic director gave us this thing. It was 3 triangles, a bar, and a zero, on the end of it. You
Okay.
can overcome anything, anytime, anywhere, bar none.
Okay, I got
Same
you.
kind of thing.
I
Yeah.
love it, man.
Yeah.
So just those symbolisms in life of the lessons you learn on the track or the court, just keeps multiplying
Hmm.
as you go through these years, and you can able to pass those on to other young men that you come across to now, and they get to glean from the experience you had back when you were their age,
Correct.
passing it on to them.
Correct.
I love it, man. I love it. So, how do you see sports helping youth develop self control, patience, and respect for authority? Key biblical traits for a godly living.
Well, all sports have rules,
Yeah.
right? And you have to abide by the rules. And there are certain rules of the game you play with your
Hmm.
teammates and how things you rules and you work together.
Yeah.
And there are rules to the game. So, playing sports, there are certain rules like say running track, passing the baton,
Hmm.
playing basketball, you got to, no 3 seconds in the lane. There are rules to that game.
Yeah.
Then, as a team, as you playing together, passing the baton, you train together, or playing basketball, we're running plays, executing, helping each other out on defense. Those things, again, I think sports is a huge representation of real life.
Yeah.
Those are some of the same skills you can carry on into real life, where you're working in the workforce, where you're solving problems, you're
Yeah.
raising a family. You
Hmm.
know what I'm saying? All of those same types of skills, carry over to life. I go back to my fraternity again, us sitting around the frat house, and we was like, man, what is this all about? I mean, we used to really have those conversations.
Hmm.
I know sometimes some people have bad things to say about fraternities, but I'm telling you, man, where I went to school and the brothers, that I, went to school with, we really sat around the frat house. Sometimes we talked about real life things, and life really is about problem solving.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? The better you can problem solve, or the more resourceful you can be in your problem solving, that helps out with life. And that goes, like I say, raising a family, financially,
Hmm.
all of that. It's about how good can you problem solve. And if it's something that you don't know how to do, then guess what? You use your resources.
Yeah. 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 Again, man, I don't ever want to take away what I learned from being part of a sports team. And just like you're saying, there's so many life lessons you continue to use. We see why it's so effective for youth to help them to be better adults as they grow up.
Hmm.
Good deal, man. So, what can men in the church do to step in and support youth sport programs so that more that more young men are mentored through these life lessons?
Hey, that's a good question. Okay, I'm a high school teacher, and I coach girls basketball.